Hello, I am urnotjustin, and we're finally back to look at some skins, and we're running it back today. No better way to put it. I actually bought it off camera, so we're gonna go straight into my inventory, and boom, there all the skins are. More key notes, the Reaper Episode 5 card obviously will not come with this, and neither will any of the sprays that you're seeing in the video. I just have everything, so I have the Reaper 2.0 spray on. I think it's a really cool spray, and I feel like a lot of people probably don't know this, but there is in fact a origin spray as well. And it's not really that cool. It doesn't do anything or make any sounds. This is basically all there is to it. This is the 4th installment of the Run It Back collection, so you could call this the Run It Back 4.0 collection. I think the Origin Frenzy is one of my most favorite items in the entire game, and I know that people really care about sounds, and the reason in particular why it's one of my favorites is quite literally because this sounds unlike anything else in the game. We're definitely going to take a listen to it later once we get into the range, but you know, that's the first like kind of positive thing that I want to say about this. You know, and we're talking about what these skins are and how worth it is to buy it and stuff like that, and these are always supposed to be a showcase for you guys so you can make the choice yourself if you want to buy it. Now we're on to the Neptune Guardian, and this is one of the most popular collections in the entire game. However, it is really only popular through the Vandal. But to kind of give you guys a refresher, there is in fact no finisher for this. They just didn't include it for some reason. It has everything but the finisher. Reaver Phantom, what really is there to say about this? To be completely honest with you, we're just going to save all the talking for the Reaver Phantom for when we're showcasing this in the range, but it's an awesome skin. You know, a lot of people really like this. I know people kind of prefer the Vandal more, but this is an awesome skin. Easily what probably going to be the most bought thing from this whole collection. Sovereign Marshal. This is an incredibly old skin, and it's crazy to think that we actually ran it back to this. This was the very last skin that I bought in my store here. It was the actual last skin that I ever bought from the store before I started getting the thank you for supporting Valorant message. It's like a bi-yearly thing. I think the last run it back bundle was about 10 months ago. I'm not entirely sure. I'll pull up the date here on the screen for you. And lastly, it is the Cryostasis Operator. Somewhat of a weird choice to include in this collection. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it because I do really like Cryostasis. Free upgrades, it has a finisher, no variant, and what you see is what you get. And the special thing about this is that the skin becomes icy when you're not firing it, so that's pretty cool. I feel like this is a skin that you also don't see so much, so I feel like people don't even know that this has a finisher. Here's the finisher for it in case you forgot. See, it's a little ice statue. Should it have been this added to the Run It Back collection? I'm not entirely sure. Definitely leave a comment down below. But like my first thought about this is that this is a pretty solid option, I think. Let's go and head into the range now and talk about this stuff a little bit more so we can kind of visualize it. Here are the range, and here the very first item is. I almost completely forgot. Origin also has a very special aspect to it, and that's the fact that you can do this, and it's the first of its kind. This is the very first skin that had an Eternal Brandish, and it's the first like kind of special animation that they really added into the game. I think I could totally recommend this, but I do know people are sensitive about the sounds. Let's take a listen to it. This is one of my favorite sounds, by the way, like I said. I love how that sounds so much, dude. It just sounds like a soup can being beat up. It's just so good sounding to me. I know that people have oftentimes criticized this collection for that very same reason, but I like how it sounds because it sounds different, and I like different things. Going in order here, coming up next, we have this, the Blub Blub Guardian. Again, just really a weird item to kind of have with this. Like, I don't know why they chose this. Like, the Vandal is just so much better than this, and I'm kind of going hard on that, and I'm going to take it back a few steps. The Guardian is a really fun weapon to use. This is a really fun skin to use. Therefore, this should be really fun to use, right? It's good. It's fun. I like it. See that reload one more time. Now, I don't want to be too hard on this skin. I know I'm really harping on that, the fact that this is a Guardian and that the Vandal is just better. Like, why would you not just use that? Like, ignore everything that I've said about that. Moving forward here, we're on to the Phantom now, the Reaver Phantom. The buddy does change with it, but remember, it doesn't matter because you don't get buddies from this. That reload, dude, is so cool. And I can't believe till this day that people prefer the Vandal reload over this reload. That is a billion times better than the Vandal reload because the Vandal reload is closer to the default than this is closer to the Phantom default. It's just lit, dude. time we do a themed collection or there's a run it back collection that comes out, I'm always really happy to see the stuff that I used to love a lot because, you know, I'm always using the newest skins because I'm doing videos all the time, and it feels good to hold this again. It really does. The reload is just so clean, and you can't deny it. Coming up next, Sovereign Marshal. There's not really much to say about it. One of the oldest skin collections in the entire game. I'm pretty sure that this was around during beta. It's awesome. This is a really, really fun and good skin, and I've always personally really loved the Sovereign Marshal. And like I said, it's the last skin that I ever bought. And it's funny, in that video, I actually said that, like, oh, I'm gonna keep this on forever, like, to remember that I bought all the skins, and like, never did that. Let's get rid of a few of these bots. It's a good skin. And lastly, finally, we are on to the Operator. We'll let it freeze here for a second. Fast forward. Cryostasis is a cool skin. I like it. Should the Operator be here? I think that that was probably their only choice to have included with this. Like, I don't really quite know what else they really could have done. I think that it was either this or something worse. And that's just sort of what I feel about that. Let's annihilate one of them. See, the ice broke off. We'll let it freeze again, and I'm going to give you another fun fact. The issue with the Operator, the fact that it's included in Run It Back 4.0, is the fact that it's pointless with this like freezing effect that it has. Because if you're scoped in and you're firing the way that you 99% of the time will be, you get to see very little of the ice coming off of it. So yeah, that's kind of just it for me about it. Here, I'll be quiet now and brandish this and then shoot it and reload. Bad. Now, I'm not the arbiter of everything that is Valorant related. I'm just a guy who has all the skins and opinions, and there is some like things that you can look for from me in these videos. But, you know, really, I'm just a fan like all of you guys, and I've always said this. So, what do you guys think? Like, are you going to be buying anything from this Run It Back collection? Is it any of it worth it to you? Like, was there better choices that they could have made? I kind of gave my piece about it already. I believe that Origin was a good choice. The Phantom was a good choice. Guardian was pretty good, you know, despite my sort of complaints about it. Marshall, you can't really go wrong with that. And the Operator is probably like the weakest part of this whole collection because the ice comes on it, you scope in, you don't even get to see it go. So it is kind of what it is. Again, what do you guys think? But I guess let's go and just, you know, have some fun. Play some games. Do terrible like we usually do.
No. Not your best. What's up? Yeah.
Thank you. Eliminate. My ultimate.
One enemy remaining.
Do not fight this.
Reloaded. Thanks.
One enemy remaining.
My ult is ready. No chance.
That's bullshit. It's almost the end of the video, so I'm going to buy the only variant that there is for the Neptune Guardian. Favorite equip. And we go back here, and you can see that I have a variant on every single one of these skins from the Run It Back 4.0 collection, except for this, because obviously it doesn't have one. So we are here at an empty range right now, because I just want to show you the variants for this real quickly before we end it off here, and we're going to say whether or not this is worth it. You know, a lot of these skins that we have, like Origin, have some pretty cool variants, and I just want to say that the red variant for Origin, very underrated. It sucks that I don't have it. I kind of considered getting it just for this video to show you, but it is a good skin. The Blub, white variant, black variant, pretty cool skin regardless. There's Reaver here with the black variant, and the buddy changes with it. Remember, no buddies, because they just won't do that for some reason. Very cool. And lastly, we have the Marshall in the metallic variant. This one's a pretty cool one, I think. Good stuff. So, is this worth it? Again, it always comes down to your preference. Frenzy, yes. Reaver Phantom, yes. Sovereign Marshal, yes. Aquarium Guardian, maybe. Cryostasis Operator, not really. The entire collection, maybe. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about it. Are you going to be buying the entire collection or just one bit of it? Let me know. As always, I'm Justin and you're not. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for video, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video ever. The score is 0.